become part of the mainstream.
Any message you want to deliver to youth, especially because program belongs to youth consultations, and drugs is the main issue in Jammu and Kashmir.
Good idea or bad idea, but all ideas need to be weighed and all ideas need to be discussed.
Namaskar, you are watching Red Jam Virtual. Myself Pankaj Khajuria. University of Jammu is going to organize a Youth 20 consultation program under the G20 Presidency of India, and it is pertinent to mention that across the India only 15 universities is going to organize this, and University of Jammu is one of them. In this regard, delegates across from the India as well as from the international platform will have a panel discussion on 19th April on peace building process at General Jorawar Singh Auditorium of University of Jammu. In this regard, we have a exclusive discussion with one of the delegates, and she is the daughter of the soil from Kashmir, Sunanda Vashisht. What's your take on this particular Youth 20 consultation, especially when we are going to organize a G20 in Srinagar?
Yeah. Oh, Srinagar is very important. I think it is one of the most important places where G20 will be held. It is one way. Ultimately, all these things are also sending signals to the world. We do want to send a signal that Kashmir is part of mainstream, always has been mainstream, and when we do functions like this there, or when we organize things like this there, then we are going beyond just the rhetoric. When we are able to organize this there, and when we are able to talk to the youth of Kashmir, then the world sees that it's indeed mainstream. We're not just nobody's just delivering speeches.
How important Youth 20 consultation? Because right now, if I'm talking about India or Jammu Kashmir, majority portion work belongs to youth.
Yes.
Then how important, how much important, and is it a need of the time?
Yeah. So see, I was talking to a bunch of youth. I went around in Jammu city today, and I was talking to a bunch of youth, and I was telling them that, see, why it is important, because what youth thinks, what these young people think tomorrow, 20 years from now, this will become policy. This will become state policy. Because what they think today, it is so important, it comes into the mainstream, and that is how policies are formed.
Do you think mainstream is still problem in Jammu Kashmir, especially after the abrogation of 370?
I don't think mainstream is as much of a problem as much it is as much it was earlier, and also it's non-state actors, which incidentally is my topic tomorrow as well. I'm going to be talking about non-state actors. So I think in Jammu and Kashmir, non-state actors are the real issue.
You are going to deliver a lecture on non-state actors. Can you brief what do you mean by non-state actors? Who are they? Okay. Are they belongs to India or Jammu Kashmir? Because viewers want to know.
When we study political science, so one way when we study statecraft, then we divide people into two entities. One is state actors and one is non-state actors. So state actor is obviously your government and the people who are, and the legitimacy comes from the people because they elected. Non-state actors are people who do not belong to the state, who are not accountable to state. Typically, when I say non-state actors, you always think about the violent people. You always think about the terrorists, which is true. Non-state actors are all these terrorist organizations also. They're not accountable to anybody. They are borderless. They exist beyond borders. But beyond that, there are other non-state actors as well. All transnational,
global citizens.
No, not just that. If you look at MNCs, all MNCs are
non-state actors.
Non-state actors today. All tech companies who are so big, they're bigger than any state today. Google or Twitter, they're bigger than any state.
There are no limit, no boundaries.
No borders, no boundaries. So what they
will... Does it mean they play important role in...
They have an important role, but they can also play a divisive role. That's why the need to regulate them or the need to discuss how to regulate them.
I just want a little conclusion on non-state actor in reference to Jammu and Kashmir.
In reference to Jammu and Kashmir...
Especially after abrogation of 370, because people have a lot of expectations.
I think... Okay, I think non-state actors have especially played a very detrimental role in Kashmir. They have not played positive role at all. Whether it is journalists, whether it is writers, or whether it's people who act on their own behalf, I don't think they have acted in a positive manner. So it's very important that we involve non-state actors also in the mainstream. We're not talking about violent non-state actors. The state knows how to deal with with violent non-state actors, but other non-state actors who are acting on behalf of someone. I'm sitting in Jammu and Kashmir. I don't have to tell people that there are non-state actors who work on behalf of some states, maybe not the Indian state. So I don't have to tell you.
Does it limit only to Kashmir Valley or Jammu?
I think it limits to both Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh as well.
It's serious concern.
I think it's a serious concern, and that is why it is so important that Y20 under the aegis
And
of
last question. Any message you want to deliver to youth, especially because program belongs to youth consultation and drugs is the main issue in Jammu and Kashmir. And
As I said, I always tell the youth what you think today is the policy of the state tomorrow. So please become part of the mainstream. Please, ultimately, I believe in freedom of ideas. So we should have, I don't think there is a good idea or bad idea, but all ideas need to be weighed and all ideas need to be discussed. So I request the youth to come forward, be part of discussion process, be part of policy making process, tell us what they think, and that's how we form our state, we form our policies.
thank you, Manoj, to spare 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Please put your valuable suggestion in this regard in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share this particular video. Keep watching Red Gem Virtual. Myself Pankaj Khajuria. Jai Hind.